Welcome back, everybody, to Championship Court. The first semifinal matchup for the challenger level is upon us. It is the unbeaten Bay Area Breakers taking on the Chicago Slice. Both teams punching their tickets early to the Super Final on Monday night. So we're giving you a little bit of a preview here. Only one team can advance through to the finals here in San Clemente. As we take a look at the bracket, and here's how both teams arrived at their destination. Of course, the Bay Area Breakers, back-to-back champs in Mesa and Daytona Beach. Chicago had to take down Miami. It was a clean sweep, closely contested games, but they won 3-0 against Miami. This is the top half of the bracket. And we look at the Bay Area Breakers on their side, warming up. No Rachel Summers for the Breakers, so that's a big storyline there. A perfectly split win probability, 50-50. We love to see that, Adam. And what do you think gives in this semifinal match? Can the Bay Area Breakers be beat? They have not been yet in any of the events leading up to this point.
They're not particularly good at losing, and I think they're okay with that. And you said it, it's the Rachel Summers. So when you have a team that wins 2 tournaments back-to-back, and then they are forced into getting a new player, you know, that's definitely something that shuffles it up and changes the situation. But when you have Vivian Glossman, newcomer on the scene, lots of talent, lots of physical presence out there, not a bad replacement for the Breakers.
Yeah, Vivian Glossman, what do we know about her game with a strong tennis background? What can you share about her replacement and being the choice for the Bay Area Breakers when it came to replacing Rachel Summers?
Well, she is Anna Bright's buddy. They played college tennis together. They played a tournament together on the PPA Tour earlier this year. And so Anna Bright getting her into the game. And I said those 2 words, physical presence. She is very tall out there, approaching 6 foot. If she's not there, she has a lethal 2-handed backhand, and I'm impressed with her composure and her ability to play the soft game so early in her pickleball career.
And over the men's side, it's Christian Alshon and Pablo Tellez. What makes them a difficult duo to take down?
Very nice wingspans, big guys. They cover the court beautifully, and Pablo Tellez has really picked up his game in the last few months. He is making a bid to be one of the players that is shifting from the Challenger League to the Premier League in the second half of this year, and I expect more clean, great spot-picking offensive play from Pablo Tellez and Christian Alshon, you know, throughout the rest of this tournament. Just really on fire, those 2 fellas.
So we are moments away from first serve, the coin toss complete. Remember, this year, this event, you have 4 choices. You can choose which doubles pairing to put out first. We saw the New Jersey Fives strategically put their men out first, but the highly touted option, it seems, for most teams is to be the reacting team when it comes to the mixed doubles choice on who to put out, because matchups there are a little bit more unpredictable. We are starting with women's doubles on both sides. So Susanna Barr and her partner Emily Ackerman will try to take down Eva Razakowska, the MVP from one of the events, and her partner Vivian Glossman. The Slice won the toss. They chose to react, as we would predict. And the Bay Area Breakers opted to put their women's doubles team out first, and why not?
Yeah.
They've been solid even without Rachel Summers. Then the Slice went back and chose side, to which the Breakers responded with they would like to receive. Crowd is still rowdy here as the Bay Area Breakers look to defend not 1 but 2 titles and punch their ticket through to yet another championship round. Can the Chicago Slice turn the tide here? They get another crack at each other on Monday night. What are some things you're looking for on both sides when it comes to the women's doubles matchup, Adam?
I actually expect The breakers, two relatively new. Eva Radzikhouse have been playing a little longer than Vivian Glosman, but they actually have quite a bit of margin for error in their game. They're quality dinkers, good play from the midcourt. And I would say, even though they're a little smaller in stature, Susanna Barr and Emily Ackerman are more offensive players with a little less margin for error. And that means that an occasional error can creep in, but if they are hot, they can play very well. Susanna Barr, really nice job with her dinks and her third shots, barely over the net, forcing opportunities from her opponents that herself and her partner can clean up.
Ryler DeHart and Connor Garnett, the faces you see on your screen, they will be the men's doubles taking action for the Chicago Slice. And boy, they've been good here today to get to this point. Always good. We're moments away from first serve. This is the knockout rounds. So, winner obviously advances to the finals, and if it only takes 3 games, that's the amount that we will do. Oh, we know her, Cameron Irwin, chatting with one of the team owners, Richie Twazin, the BLQK Bears, as we get you set for this first semifinal matchup here on Championship Court. And of course, the promotion and relegation system is a key feature here for Major League Pickleball and for American sports in general. Major League Pickleball opting to go with this system with the expansion to 24 teams. We've been talking about it all weekend, but just in case you're joining us here for the semifinal matchup, every point matters. The top 12 teams who finish with the most event points, whether you're in Premier or Challenger, both leagues will flip-flop come July, but whoever finishes, the top 12 teams with the most event points will find themselves solidified in the Premier level league come 2024. So there is a lot on the line, whether you're playing Challenger or Premier level. Emily Ackerman will be our first server for the Chicago Slice. Game on. Big swing from Vivian, making her presence known on the barrier breaker side. She was the number 8 overall selection in the shuffle draft in May. It's a big swing from Emily Ackerman.
Yeah, lots of power from Emily Ackerman. Loves to drive the third, but has definitely cleaned up the soft game and become a more consistent player in the past few months. Just enough, pulling Glosman out wide, coming back to her left with a two-handed volley dinka tip. She couldn't come up with it. This third from Emily Ackerman, just catching the tape, and the ladies finding their footing early in this match with a couple short points.
Susanna Barr places that one down the middle. She has been doing that well since calling her match earlier today against Miami.
Yes, she has a lot of deception, very hard to read her shots and know where she's hitting.
Into the net for Glosman.
Yeah, first real extended point of the match. Some very nice hands there and a nice gap in the middle. But Bay Area with the length, they closed it, but just great hands from Susanna Barr to come up with that last ball.
Contested early, Eva Radzikowska, the two-time MVP winner from Daytona and Mesa.
5-3.
Originally from Poland, Radzikowska. Another big swing from the slice, creating a 3-point edge on their side.
6-3.
Nice control of the kitchen from the breakers. I talked about it with Jay DeVilliers in the previous match. Length makes it tough to make those thirds and fifths and seventh shots bounce. They take it out of the air so well. And we got two ladies on court here, Michelle and the 40-plus club.
That's right.
Eva Radzikowska and Susanna Barr playing at an extremely high level. I love calling out the 40-pluses. It's just so impressive to see these ladies really doing their thing. When you get to that 40 threshold, as Colin Johns is kind of smirking at me right now, you know, I got to give the love to the older players out here. And a pretty solid fan base here for the Breakers. Yeah, picked up some fans probably from their back-to-back victories earlier in the year, and they're right back in this thing, serving 6-7.
A grab from Glasman. Ackerman just rolls it in down the middle. It works.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous get early in that point from Glasman, and you know, all that hard work for some miscommunication in the middle. That's pickleball.
Into the net for Radzikowska.
Yeah, I like the attack from Vivian Glasman, but quality counterattack from Ackerman. Radzikowska couldn't come up with it.
The slice back on top by 3.
Just such a nice two-handed backhand. You can really see some of the former high-level tennis players really release on that two-hander and get an incredible amount of pace and spin.
Into the net for Susanna Barr, and here come Bay Area Breakers trailing by 1 on championship court in this semifinal match.
Miss dink from Susanna Barr after a good two-handed backhand roll from Radzikowska. Really impressed with Radzikowska's not ability to drive the two-hander, but the ability to really create angles and spin on her two-handed backhand dinks.
Down the middle for Vivian Glasman.
Yeah, it's a tough break because that's what happens when you're a little out of position and you go for a powerful shot. Leaves a big gap from your opponents, and the Bay Area Breakers found it.
10-9.
Didn't take long for the Bay Area Breakers to come back and take charge. On the defense, but the slice tied up.
10-10.
Ooh, big swing from Radzikowska. Susanna Barr was there for the counter. Bay Area, the first team to 11, so we will have an end change. And what has, in your opinion, stole the momentum on the side for Bay Area, who was trailing as much as 3 points early in this game? game, Adam.
Yeah, that's right. And I mentioned how big of a physical presence the two ladies are for the Bay Area Breakers, but I really like that they're playing a few more soft shots, trying to create a couple errors from their opponents and force them into bad decisions. So I do not believe that Susanna Barr and Emily Ackerman are two of the players that really want to grind out the slow points. So playing a slower game from Bay Area and picking their spots, I think, is the right play against their current opponents.
And for Vivian Glosman and Eva Radzikowska, they were able to change the momentum in their favor. Eva Radzikowska will continue the serve, up 1, game 1, the semifinal match.
Told you they should slow it down, Michelle. As Glosman rips a forehand up the middle, catching Susanna Barr, transitioning forward. Beautiful drive.
And then that for Ackerman. And Bay Area pulling away now by 3. A dangerous team to give any momentum to.
13-10.
Christian Alshon and Pablo Tellez waiting in the wings for their men's doubles match. A fortuitous bounce goes in favor of the slice. Down 2. Susanna Barr serve.
11-13.
Forcing the error was Emily Ackerman, going right at the body of Radzikowska.
Yeah, she hesitated for half a second, but I'm glad she committed. It's always tough when that ball's kind of hovering. You're not sure to attack or not. Way to pull the trigger from Emily Ackerman.
Susanna Barr was patient. She worked her dink through every space in the kitchen.
And Glosman definitely, not missing a terrible amount of dinks, but leaving a few high as well. So if the slice are going to target someone at the kitchen, I would choose Vivian Glosman right in this moment.
14-13.
Ackerman goes straight ahead to Eva Radzikowska.
And once again, a high dink from Vivian Glosman. Can the Chicago slice continue to target and get a few more offensive opportunities? Well, she tried to there, Susanna Barr. Unfortunately, a couple feet off of the kitchen line, making that a more difficult shot. And the net very much higher on the edges. You have to be more precise with those down the line dinks. Now another error from Susanna Barr on the return side. 2-point advantage for the Breakers. Nice lead from Emily Ackerman. Never even considered hitting that ball. Good eye, as it's tough to lay off when you're moving forward. Yeah, nice movement there by the Breakers, moving the ball around without fully being aggressive. And unfortunately for the slice, they've been caught off balance a few times.
Big put away that time for Susanna Barr.
Oh, and she's yelling right in the face of Emily Ackerman, trying to get her pumped up, and why not? Phenomenal put away from Susanna Barr with the 2-shot combination.
16-17.
I like the decision by Eva Radzikowska to go for the sharp angle and pull Susanna Barr off of the court, but she made the error and we're all tied up.
away for Susanna Barr down the middle in a crucial lead at a crucial part of the game here in this women's doubles game. Can they close it? Bay Area, the team to beat in the challenger level. Oh, that ball is long, and it was sitting up for Emily Ackerman to take a rip.
Yeah.
Lucky bounce there for Vivian Glosman.
Yeah, she had a good look after some really nice mid-court play early in that point. Tough break. Yeah, that's a tough one to pull off up the line. You know, it's I feel like often it's better to use your drive to set something else as opposed to win the point in one.
Oh, firefight, and Ackerman knocks that one out of bounds. So, game point, 19, excuse me. 19 all. Susanna Barr with a clutch roll shot.
She hurt herself?
2019.
Ooh, into the net that time. The Chicago Slice in the freeze, both teams in the freeze at 2019, meaning side out traditional scoring returns on both sides. Oh, Susanna Barr steps in to take a look, and now we are tied up 20 apiece here in this semifinal match.
Would we expect anything less? Oh no, a missed serve from Vivian Glosman. Tough break in a big moment.
2020.
Emily Ackerman will take her chance. Wow. Emily Ackerman steps in, she rolls it, finds the baseline.
Defense to offense, Emily Ackerman, well played.
21-20.
Game point for Chicago. Oh, Glausman steps in, tags Susanna Barr, gets the serve back, no points.
Yeah, nice misdirection from Vivian Glosman. Susanna Barr just couldn't quite get out of the way, as I do think that attack was going to sail long.
Wow, Eva Radzikowska was rock solid that point. Serve returns to the Chicago Slice with another chance to seal game one here. Timeout called on the court. Okay, let's break down the strategy on both sides.
Well, I want to know, Susanna Barr came over and said something to her bench, and she was the one that initiated that timeout. So I'm going to monitor that a little bit doesn't seem like it's anything too major. So, yeah, no worries there. And yeah, I mean, this is really tight spots. We've seen a little less willingness from both teams to start the fire and attack, a little more consistency with the dinks. So who is going to go out there and take it? Sure, you don't want to overextend and go for too much offense in a bad spot, but at the same time, you can't hold back too much. You have to go for your shots when they're there, and whichever team does that in these clutch moments is going to be the victor.
Susanna Barr with the serve. She will try to close this out for her team. This would be a crucial game to win for the Chicago Slice. Take some pressure off the men. Wow, Susanna Barr, one of the greatest resetters of that point, and the Chicago Slice, they take game one. What was the most impressive part to you?
They really had some nice patient mid-court play. I would say that the breakers were right on the kitchen line more frequently, but the Slice didn't panic. Emily Ackerman especially had multiple balls in the back of the court and the mid-court that she dropped in nicely, took her time, and got forward. So nice job by the Slice. You know, about five or 6 minutes ago, I wasn't sure they were going to pull it off. Nice clutch play from them.
Susanna Barr coming in clutch, as was Emily Ackerman. Let's chat it over with the winners as we check in now with the third member of our crew, Cameron Blackwood.
Thanks, Miss Susanna. You're really adamant about that timeout right there at 21-20. What was said in that moment to make sure you guys came out and won that next point?
Oh, nothing. I just needed a drink. I was tired.
Okay, it looked like you were having some strategy talk over there, but you guys finished it well.
I mean, they told us to just keep playing what we were playing. The couple points that we lost, we played them right, so not to change anything.
And how much momentum does this give you? This is a team here that is undefeated. They're looking to win their third MLP. How crucial is it to get this momentum right off the bat?
Yeah, definitely important to start off strong, but I mean, we know we can hang in there and beat this team. We've been close every time we've played them, despite the overall score, so we trust our abilities, and just this is the results we've been waiting for.
There you have it. Slice go up 1-0. We're going to come right back with men's doubles. Don't go anywhere.
I just didn't want to look like everybody else. It just didn't suit who I was. It didn't fit my persona. It didn't fit my image. I rep the stuff because I love it. I rep because it's quality, and I like the fact that I look a little fly. It's been huge because it identifies me. I feel like I stand out. People reference me to the shirts all the time. They know me as the guy who wears the flashy shirts, and I'm cool with that.
Innovation is our specialty. Winning is his. Zane Navratil has won more than 40 Pro Gold medals and back-to-back Major League Pickleball titles. One of Pickleball's most iconic and decorated athletes teamed up with our world-class engineers with one goal in mind: build a paddle that can dominate. The Zane Navratil Signature Paddle, designed for champions by champions. Available now. Pro XR Pickleball. Innovation you can handle.
Match point, it's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going.
We're going to Margaritaville!
You can go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Oro Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
Back on championship court, the women's doubles team for the Chicago Slice stole game 1, and that is a crucial game to win for many reasons, but especially against the team that is unbeaten. That is the Bay Area Breakers. They are the team to beat. They won in Mesa and Daytona Beach. The Chicago Slice, they came up close, but this would be a big opportunity for them as we move on to men's doubles. According to Duper, the win probability in favor of Christian Elshon and Pablo Tellez. Connor Garnett and Ryler DeHart, though, pack a powerful punch together. What could this match come down to in your eyes, Adam Stone?
Well, in case you don't know who Ryler DeHart is, he's the older gentleman in the bucket hat, and he is on the court with three.
To point out the age.
Yes, I like to talk about the age because I'm impressed with these athletes out here. And can the Slice bring enough to counteract the firepower of the Bay Area Breakers? Not on point one, Michelle, but
not with that.
Yeah, long way to go in this match, and I expect the Slice to be a little more construction on their points, possibly.
Ryler DeHart coming in big. He has a very strong tennis background, former national champion out of the University of Illinois. 2-time All-American as well.
You know, that being said, I talked about the point construction from the Chicago Slice, but Christian Elshon has done a nice job of adapting his game to a more consistent play. He was a full-on offensive barrage early on a few months ago, and he's become a more well-rounded player.
2-2.
Connor Garnett, he's shifty. There he is. Backhand and forehand, quick hands for him.
Yeah, one of the better movers, too. He's showing the hand speed in that previous point, but really good foot speed as well. Really improved his game a lot recently. And he can fly in there and cover the court as well as anyone, so expect that to continue, especially when Ryler DeHart hits a quality third shot drive.
Down the line for Elshon, takes a lucky net bounce.
Yeah, and Elshon really good at speeding up and then loading up with the forehand on the next ball. He has the length to cover his half of the court while doing so as well.
Just long that time for Elshon.
You know, he's got to go for the trick shots for the brand. He loves the tweeners.
For the brand.
Yes, he likes the Ernies and the flashy stuff, and you know what? He's pretty good at it.
Elshon, just 22 years old, turning 23 next month. Resides in Chicago, Illinois. Another trick shot. Ooh, good defense from Tellez. Christian Elshon catches Ryler DeHart, who was unfazed to that point.
Oh, we're playing now, fellas. That's a real point.
Big reaction.
Let's go.
Point of the match so far. Oh. Such scrappy play on both sides. The Bay Area Breakers take their first lead of this men's doubles game.
I kind of have the feeling we have a few more Breakers fans in this home state of California. They came out in force. Nice step over from Connor Garnett to the middle, protecting Ryler DeHart transitioning. Very crisp forehand volley from him.
6-6.
Into the net for Ryler DeHart. Can't believe he missed that one.
Yeah, the reaction said it all. He was in the right position, wasn't off balance. You know, sometimes you just miss it. Friendly game. Alshon giving it right back to him.
7-7.
Nice spot from Christian Alshon, jamming up Ryler DeHart initially with a backhand roll, and then finding a great spot low at the feet of his opponents with the forehand.
Oh, big extension for Pablo Tellez at the kitchen.
Yeah, you can't be in a better offensive position than Tellez was there, and somehow Garnett almost pulled it out.
Connor Garnett working his way up the PPA ranks. Got a silver medal right here in San Clemente in singles last weekend. Ooh, overcooked the backhand there.
And I mentioned earlier about Alshon becoming a more well-rounded player. He is really firing away early in this match and only dinking occasionally, attacking Ryler DeHart with success.
Firefight, Connor Garnett wins it. Originally from Seattle, finds the baseline. Former Division I tennis player in Santa Clara.
Miss it there from Ryler DeHart on the forehand third shot drive attempt. He has a very good one, so surprising result with the miss hit.
And the Bay Area Breakers, the first team, 2-11. Christian Alshon and Pablo Tellez are doing some good work on their side. It is time now for our Pickleball United rally of the match, Adam, and this was a fun point to watch. Wait for the showmanship here. There's the tweener.
Was that really necessary, that tweener right there?
It sure wasn't, Adam. It absolutely wasn't. But it was fun to watch.
It certainly was. I know. I'm just jealous I can't do it. So, yeah, so some are necessary, some aren't, but...
Just because you can't do it doesn't mean you should.
There you go. All right, fair enough.
Hey, you're on championship court, why not?
Hey, he made the point of the match for the brand, so he's doing it. He's
for the brand.
He's got something going on.
FTB.
Smart young man.
For the brand. Oh, DeHart gets tagged again. That's twice now.
Yeah, unfortunately, that hit him right in the bucket hat.
I don't know why I thought that was so funny.
I'm not sure either. I thought it was
right in the bucket hat.
I thought it was C-level joke at best.
That's pretty good. I thought it was A++. Well done. Christian Alshon back to serve. Oh, blown up by Pablo Tellez.
Yeah,
good point, though.
No chance for Connor to get out of the way Pablo Tellez hit that ball. And all of a sudden, really back and forth early on, and 6 points here for the Breakers, and now a 7-point lead. Just really quality play. Offensive-minded with an occasional setup shot here and there. It's really well-played game plan from the Breakers right now, and, you know, 15-8 shows that game plan is working well.
Pablo Tellez and Christian Alshon jumping out to a hefty 7-point lead, but Raleigh scoring is the great equalizer. in that category. Makes things interesting as we incorporate the freeze once the first team gets to 20, looking like it will be the Bay Area Breakers.
Do we have it's the first wave of the
We
day,
have a wave going on.
Oh, yeah. You got to get a
Gotta
wave.
love it.
It's not a real sporting event until somebody does the wave, you know?
Look at the floral pattern on the hype, the pickleball hype guys. Just wide, and a good forced error by Ryler DeHart.
That's right. He did a great job of clearing his body because the initial attack from Pablo Tejas was pretty good. So nice counter from Ryler.
Big angle from Pablo Tejas, making his case to try and crack into premier level next season, I should say, not even year, next month.
He's at the top of a short list.
I would say that is true. That is another highlight reel tally for Pablo Tejas as the men's doubles team for the Bay Area Breakers seems to be running away with this one to even out the series. Just wide for Garnett, trying to settle.
Yeah, ball came at him with a little less pace than he was expecting. So his paddle was in the perfect position, just a little too early with the swing.
Down the line for Christian Alshon.
And he created that opportunity by himself, pushing Connor Garnett out wide, out of his strike zone, popping the ball up, and then putting the ball away a couple shots later. Really nice stuff to set himself up from Christian Alshon.
Ooh, he wanted it top of the tape for Alshon. How far away is a player like Alshon from cracking into premier level, you think?
I would say relatively close, but he has the skill set to very much do it. So if he can make a jump in the next month or two, which is very possible, he could be a name floating around for sure. He has tantalizing upside, as they say, even though you know, some of the veteran consistent play isn't quite there yet for him. It's really a battle that a lot of these GMs and coaches and owners that are drafting teams. It's, do you go with the established experience, or do you go for the wild card with the big tools at their disposal?
Well, hey, Hayden Patriquin with the New Jersey Fives could be an answer to that question. Wow. Connor Garnett willing that ball out of bounds. How Bay Area even got a hand on this one. What a reaction from Alshon. Throwing his paddle on it. A little bit of a run. Now down by 6.
Yeah, Connor Garnett, he can really go to a lot of different spots with his two-handed backhand, not only out of the air but off the bounce as well. It's a great weapon for him.
Into the net for Ryler DeHart. Game point returns to the Bay Area Breakers. Owned by Jeremy Lin, Mimi Mercado, and several others. Okay, another game point save for the Chicago Slice. They will try and make a run here. Down 5, nothing to lose. Quick side out. Bay Area will have to end this on their serve. Oh, DeHart, he overcooks it. So Christian Elshon and Pablo Tellez, they even out the series. This one is as close as we would expect. The numbers predicted it heading into the match. So this will all come down to mixed doubles and possibly a dream breaker here on championship court.
And we called it. That women's match is just so big because Alshon and Tellez have just really dominated and really had a good rhythm and quality play throughout the first two events in this one as well. So nice job by Chicago to steal the women's. We're at 1 apiece, and it's all coming down to mixed doubles.
As we check in now with Cameron Blackwood standing by with Pablo and Christian.
Thanks, Mish. Pablo, you guys now even it up 1-1. Women went down in that hard-fought women's doubles match. What are you telling your team as captain to regroup to make sure you guys get the momentum back on your side?
No, we know our game, and we just try and go and execute it. The girls did a great job. It just didn't go in our way, but we'll keep fighting, and we're coming forward the next two.
You guys have both forehands in the middle. You guys really run around both of them to really try and create an opening there. What are you seeing on the other side in order for you to get off the court so much?
I mean, the key to hitting a lot of forehands when you have a righty-lefty combo is kind of baiting the middle, leaving it open, because you guys have such long reach with two forehands. We could both stand on the sideline and be fine. I believe that. Yeah.
There you have it. Breakers even it up 1-1. We're going to come right back with mixed doubles. Don't go anywhere.
Match point, it's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going.
We're going to Margaritaville!
You can go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
And I said, Saturday, no one's here. Right? Are you getting this? So if he wants the invoice.
Water doesn't have to be boring. Turn it up with Cirkul. With over 40 delicious flavors and a dial that controls your intensity, Cirkul starts a party for your taste buds. No sugar, no calories, and no artificial flavors. Just good times. Cirkul, it's your water, your way. Try Cirkul at drinkcirkle.com.
Oh my good Lord, what a feeling. All of this joy I've been stealing. We all need someone that can make us believe. So call me a man on a mission. I'm guilty by my own admission. Locked up but I break free. No chains could ever take me. Can't stop, won't stop, don't stop now.
My first surgery was a total knee replacement. I ended up with an infection. They were gonna have to amputate my leg. That just was not okay with me. The moment I entered HSS, the care was exceptional. For somebody to tell me you're gonna keep your leg, it was magical. Everything is so alive because I got my life back.
Welcome back to beautiful San Clemente, California, just outside of the Lifetime Athletic Country Club here in Southern California. Gorgeous facilities. We've been spoiled this weekend. Major League Pickleball making its presence known here in Southern Cal. Michelle McMahon, Adam Stone in the booth, Cameron Blackwood on the sideline. This is an interesting semifinal matchup here in the challenger level for many reasons. One of them being this is a preview to what we're going to be seeing Monday night. These two teams both securing their bid for the super final. And now we have an evened out series, one game apiece, so it all comes down to mixed doubles and possibly a dream breaker. Chicago Slice won the toss. They chose to react, so the Bay Area Breakers put out Pablo Tellez and Eva Redzikowska, to which Chicago countered with Connor Garnett and Susanna Barr. Is this another 1A, 1B situation for the Slice, or is this strategically speaking, something else that you see?
No, I think that that's correct. I would say that Susanna Barr and Connor Garnett are their 1A team, and I am really looking here to see which lady can set up their male partner better. Eva Radzikowska, really solid shot selection out there, and I mentioned the aggressive dinks and drops of Susanna Barr can really set up her mixed partner.
Oh, great defense on both sides. Point one goes to Bay Area.
But Pablo Tejas was all up in Eva Radzikowska's business there, and they just moved in sync. She stepped away when she needed to. They are just really a cohesive unit out there right now.
Lots of experience winning together. Reflecting back to Mesa and Daytona Beach.
One of Susanna Barr's favorite shot is that inside-out backhand dink. She's very successful with it. It sets up a lot of things. Not that time, though, as it sails wide.
Big forehand from Connor Garnett.
Yeah, nice put-away power from Connor Garnett. You know, very important part of the male role in mixed doubles is to end the point when the ball goes high, and he does so nicely.
Connor Garnett, another player whose stock is rising in a challenger level.
Too much from Pablo Tejas on the backhand attempt.
3-2. Timeout, point 3. Three. Point.
Bay Area taking a 1-point lead.
Yeah, no extended points yet.
Fly ball out of bounds.
Yeah, nice hands from Connor Garnett because the two-handed rip from Eva Radzikowska was big time. So nice job by him, who is obviously leaking into the middle as the male player and got back to his backhand side.
Into the net goes Susanna Barr. There are not a ton of extended rallies to your point here yet, Adam.
And a common occurrence early in matches, even though they've both played gender already. Not too surprising, they'll get it cleaned up.
Eventually.
Not there, though.
5-5.
He's everywhere and nowhere, Connor Garnett, making his court coverage presence felt with a nice combination.
6-5.
Susanna Barr bringing the heat. How about that?
There she goes. I know she missed that inside-out backhand dink earlier, that time with more of an aggressive speed up and catching Pablo Tejas late on the counter.
45 years old and still very much a prominent player for her team, Susanna Barr. Wow, Connor Garnett and Susanna Barr have found new life on their side, up by 3.
Yeah, very nice offense. A really big rip from the midcourt, surprising from Susanna Barr early in that point, and it got them on offense, and they stayed on offense.
Down the middle for Tejas, shaking his head no.
Yeah, that's the one. You got to be careful when you get pulled off the court of going with power, especially when the quality hands on the other side of the net. It creates gaps and openings for your opponents.
Of course, that lethal lefty of Pablo Tejas gives this mixed doubles duo a different look. just long. Susanna Barr almost gets in the way of that one.
Yeah, and I'm completely fine with the sneak in there from Pablo. It was a good two-handed backhand rip from Radzikowska. Just couldn't quite get it.
Connor Garnett tags Eva Radzikowska.
Off the tape into the upper chest area. We've all been there before if we've been on the pickleball court.
Lots of tennis firepower in the ownership group of the Chicago Slice. Chris Evert, Lindsay Davenport, Tracy Austin in the mix, as well as Heidi Klum, Tom Ricketts. Pretty good.
I'd say
good
so.
List.
3 very quality female tennis players there.
Garnett steps in big, and the Chicago Slice take the advantage. The first team to 11. We will switch ends so far.
Hey.
What's fueling Susanna Barr and Connor Garnett?
Well, I think the big X factor right now is Connor Garnett, and I talked about that short list of players who are up in the Challenger League that can move up to the Premier. And you know, I put Pablo at the top of that list. Connor Garnett letting us know that he might be in the mix as well. Some really nice mixed doubles play and court coverage, and you can see Connor Garnett, not a huge guy. It's just a testament to the amazing footwork and foot speed that he possesses.
Trouble brewing on the side of Bay Area, but we've seen them close many gaps before. Christian Elshon is very interactive with Pablo Tejas on the sideline. And speaking of interactive on the sideline, the hype guys fully intact. I love the fanny pack touch.
I mean,
to the floral tops.
Yes. I mean, fanny packs are in now. It's all good. I mean, to be perfectly honest, when I was in high school, you wore one, you probably got beat up. But now it's all good. Now it's all good.
I have one as well, right here on my very table.
2023, let's go.
Fanny packs for the win. 2023, a story of fanny packs. And Chicago Slice looking to pull an upset here. Catches the line. Connor Garnett throws his hand up. And apologies, he'll take it.
Yeah, tough break there for the breakers. And crazy reset in the middle of that point from Tejas. But the net had other ideas. Yeah, nice protection from Connor Garnett. And it's tough for Radzikowska because she prefers the middle or the cross-court speed up, and that's right in the Connor Garnett wheelhouse. So tough situation for her to be offensive.
Oh, Connor Garnett slides. Hopefully he's okay. That was an aggressive slide. We are not on clay, but hey, why not try for it? You mentioned it, though. He's been the X factor.
Definitely.
8-14.
Oh, what a find. Pablo Tejas, lefty in the middle.
Yeah, he helped her out nicely that time, and you saw again she attacked the middle and Connor Garnett was there. But a great job from Pablo Tejas helping her out in the middle of the court, as you mentioned, and great forehand from him.
Yeah. Run here for Bay Area.
Yeah, the Slice will take that situation. I know Connor missed that one, but he was right where he needed to be.
Ooh, just shy for Tejas.
No
Wanted
love.
the reset.
No love, right off the tape. Good effort, though.
5-point lead for Susanna Barr and Connor Garnett.
15-10.
Down the middle for Tejas.
That's right, and you know, when you're everywhere, as I mentioned earlier, like Connor Garnett is, sometimes you're nowhere to pair with that, and that's what happens when you come crashing in at full speed.
Wow, what resets from Barr. She sets up Connor Garnett. That's exactly what you want to see out of your female counterpart.
That's right. So good, Susanna Barr. Really nice job with some digs and some offense.
One of the great strategists of the game, Susanna Barr, originally from Southern California. Connor Garnett catches Tellez on the backside. Timeout called by the Bay Area Breakers. How about the Chicago Slice pulling ahead by 6? What else has widened this gap?
Oh, man, it's just an offensive barrage from Connor Garnett. I mean, that last ball was about a foot off the ground. He had his balance going backwards, and he's able to hit an incredible, powerful topspin forehand to catch Pablo Tellez off guard. So there's really just no point of the court right now that Connor Garnett is not making his presence felt. So just too good. The Breakers are going to have to throw off some rhythm of the slice and hope to get back in this match, but I'm not exactly sure what they should do in this moment. The Slice are firing on all cylinders.
Some love for Susanna Barr. You mentioned 45 years old, still performing at this professional pickleball level, an elite level. She biked 320 miles across Portugal in the summer of 2022. She also served in the Army. She can speak Arabic.
Oh my.
And she's a pro pickleball player.
Arabic, wow.
Yeah. Some fun facts. Connor Garnett, her partner, making a difference here. Couldn't punch that one through. Point and serve returns to Bay Area, down 5.
12-17.
Oh, what an angle. Pablo Tellez, that was sick.
No words. Unbelievable angle, and to see that ball from our vantage point just tumble down with so much spin, wow.
Followed up by a miss into the net, so Chicago 3 points away from taking a 2-1 edge on the defending two-time champs.
18-13.
Not the miss Susanna Barr wanted either. Pablo Tellez takes back his chance.
Yeah, it's always tough to emphatically say I got it and then put it about halfway up the net. I know that feeling very well.
Uh-oh. Trouble brewing for Susanna Barr. She called an offensive timeout in the women's doubles matchup
15-18.
while they were enjoying a brief lead in the end of that one. Oof. Wow, 2 let cords for Susanna Barr, and she catches a break, a big break.
Yeah, that was a funky point. A lot of awkward swings from everybody on the court as the wind and the tape wreaking havoc with the pickleball.
Oh, what a find. Connor Garnett just grabbed the sideline. That was a tough ball for Radzikowska on her backhand.
20-15.
Game point for the Slice. Oh, Pablo Tellez goes for the Ernie. Susanna Barr and Connor Garnett. They find a way to get the job done in the first mixed doubles game we will see here on championship court. What happened?
Just really nice play from Connor Garnett. I unfortunately did not get to call one of his matches yesterday in the pool play, so I am very impressed with some of his movement and some of his powerful shots in mixed doubles, and I think he was, as we mentioned, the X factor, the deciding factor in that match. And now, can his male teammate Ryler DeHart step up in the second mixed match? He didn't play his best game in men's doubles. He needs to play big for the Slice here.
That would be large as we send it down to Cameron Blackwood standing by with the Chicago Slice mixed doubles winners.
court usually with a woman there, but you guys chose to react knowing that you'd be straight up with Eva. Why?
I mean, they're just a great team, and I don't mind trying to go behind a lefty as well.
There you have it. Connor, you talked about your singles game, about how your serve is really creating some confidence, but here on the doubles, you're really working on those speed ups. Why were you so confident in this moment? Is that something you've been working on?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I've probably gotten a reputation for speeding up too early, so my team just kind of, along with myself, wanted to focus on constructing the point and then finding the right opportunity, and we were feeling it today.
There you have it. Slice go up 2-1. We're coming back with our next mixed doubles.
Match point, it's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going.
We're going to Margaritaville!
You can go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
And I said, Saturday, no one's here. Right? Are you getting this? So if he wants the invoice.
Water doesn't have to be boring. Turn it up with Cirkul. With over 40 delicious flavors and a dial that controls your intensity, Cirkul starts a party for your taste buds. No sugar, no calories, and no artificial flavors. Just good times. Cirkul, it's your water, your way. Try Cirkul at drinkcirkle.com.
Oh my good Lord, what a feeling. All of this joy I've been stealing. We all need someone that can make us believe. So call me a man on a mission. I'm guilty by my own admission. Locked up but I break free. No chains could ever take me. Can't stop, won't stop, don't stop now.
My first surgery was a total knee replacement. I ended up with an infection. They were gonna have to amputate my leg. That just was not okay with me. The moment I entered HSS, the care was exceptional. For somebody to tell me you're gonna keep your leg, it was magical. Everything is so alive because I got my life back.
Back on championship court, time for our second mixed doubles matchup of this semifinal. Here in San Clemente, California, the Chicago Slice leading 2-1 on the defending two-time champs, the Bay Area Breakers. Things just got a little more interesting. Of course, Vivian Glosman stepping in for Rachel Summers, so she will partner with Christian Alshon. Ryler DeHart and Emily Ackerman was the matchup that the Chicago Slice chose. Strategically speaking, if you're the Chicago Slice trying to punch your ticket to the finals, how are you attacking Vivian Glosman and Christian Alshon?
Well, obviously, you want to play a few more balls or try to force the ball to the female in mixed doubles, but as I mentioned in the women's doubles match, Vivian Glosman, who quality soft game early in her career, popped a few dinks up and made a couple dink errors. So if they can put the ball on her, get a few opportunities in the, the belly and the chest area to be aggressive with those higher dinks, it's going to be a good situation for the Chicago Slice. And my pick to click, like I said, Ryler DeHart must play big. He needs that redemption from men's doubles, and he absolutely has the game to do it.
Game 4, time in, 0-0.
Big angle, Vivian Glosman right out of the gate. Easy pop-up chance for her to put away.
1-0.
Christian Alshon was the third-round pick for the Bay Area Breakers. Missed that time for Glosman, and this is where you might start to miss Rachel Summers and her experience playing in these Major League Pickleball events. Big presence at the kitchen. Ryler DeHart taking over
And
both sides.
Yes, and often those tennis players coming over really prefer the cross-court dinks, and those are going right to Ryler DeHart. So can Glasman change her spots?
Oh, a flying Ryler DeHart pegs Vivian Glasman right in the not bucket hat, as you put it.
Yeah, that's right. It's okay, everyone. It's a pickleball. It's all good. She'll be fine.
3-1.
The crowd didn't know what to do with that one. Neither did we, clearly.
2-3.
Down the middle for Glasman. That's a big forehand. You mentioned the prolific tennis background for her. Down the middle for Alshon. Bay Area takes their first lead of this mixed doubles game.
Yeah, tough break with the net cord. But Ryler DeHart looking to be very aggressive early, and I like it.
A win here for the Breakers means we're going to a dream breaker. The slice could end it here on their terms.
Ackerman apologizing. I'm not sure why. Maybe it caught the line.
The net.
Yeah, caught the line or the net, making an awkward bounce for Glasman.
4-4.
What a grab from Ackerman. Big swings for Christian Alshon.
And that's the issue when you have a team that is really good at controlling the kitchen. They have the length. You just can't make it bounce. They're just so good at taking it out of the air and keeping you back. The slice had amazing hands, and that point they just couldn't get forward.
Another tricky bounce for Emily Ackerman's shot. Vivian Glasman, her reaction encapsulated that thought. Ackerman serving to Alshon. Firefight, Ryler DeHart wins that one.
Yeah, popped up dink. Ryler DeHart, good hands on the first ball from Alshon, but too much offense from Ryler. 1 point lead for the slice early in the second mixed match.
Ball goes long from Christian Alshon, an easy put-away chance, or so it seemed.
Yeah, well, we'll say medium put-away chance. There was
Okay.
a little degree of difficulty there, but he's got to make that one. You're right, Michelle.
Answered back that time. Bay Area back within one.
6-7.
Really nice return, setting up the easy put away from Ryler DeHart cross court. Depth on the return really sets things up later in the point.
And that's a drop shot that you've been focusing on against Vivian Glasman.
Right, she does a great job of taking the ball out of the air, but she's definitely put herself in a couple awkward situations with the soft stuff.
Miscommunication for Bay Area.
Let's not discount the breeze too, especially when you're in these spots in mixed doubles where the man is coming over far. Sometimes the ball takes a little jump on you and creates confusion in the middle. Wow, incredible job. And if you guys noticed at home, Christian Alshon does an amazing job of dropping his paddle head underneath the ball and coming through with incredible topspin. And when you do that, you can create angles like he just did.
What a rip from Christian Alshon, big forehand.
Yeah, just really textbook technique on the forehand side from Alshon. Power, spin, It's all good.
Alshon has a tennis background as well. Down the middle, he is a force to be reckoned with at the kitchen.
That's the issue. I mean, you're trying to target Glosman, who's giving you a couple pop-ups and dinks. You just can't get it there.
And just like that, we are tied on championship court. Everything on the line right now for the Bay Area Breakers in a must-win situation. Chicago Slice would rather not go to a dream breaker with the roster Bay Area has, I would assume. Ryler DeHart takes over, plays both sides.
Yes.
They will be the first team to 11.
Very right. Just really clean play from that last point from Ryler DeHart. Lots of pressure, using that big lefty forehand in the middle to the Slice's advantage. And I would say if we do make it to a dream breaker, which is very much a possibility at this point, Michelle, you do have to give the slight edge to Bay Area. Everyone on their squad is very competent singles players, but also the Slice as well. I would say the only player on court who is not a singles stalwart out there on tour, it would be Susanna Barr. So that is the one weak link. She is such a quality doubles player, but you know, it's tough without that really strong tennis background to be a force on the singles court.
Emily Ackerman will try to stave off any hopes for a dream breaker for the Bay Area Breakers.
I mean, easy fix, just don't get there, right, Michelle?
Mm-hmm. Win it here, and they are moving on to their first ever championship match with Major League Pickleball.
Nice two-hander from Glosman. Too much for Ackerman to handle. Knotted up at 11.
Down the middle for Emily Ackerman. That's a big answer.
Yeah, great load up from Emily Ackerman on the forehand side. She read that attack very well, cleared her body, and let it fly.
Ryler DeHart read it all the way through, stayed clear of the kitchen.
Two incredible reads from each player on the Slice there. Ryler DeHart was moving to the middle of the court before Christian Alshon even struck that ball. Great anticipation from the veteran.
Oh, misfire, but it works.
Best overhead he's hit in his career, I tell you that much right now.
How much backspin was side spin? Sauce was thrown on that one.
I mean, he went full Superman Alshon to try to get that ball. My goodness.
A ball not even Superman could get to.
Nice, yeah, nice partner communication there. Glosman moving forward aggressively. Very tough to let it go. Alshon in her ear.
Vivian Glosman back to serve. Wow, what an angle. Ryler DeHart is going off.
Yes.
Ball was clean in.
So tight on the baseline on the previous shot too, but right on it. You can see the breakers on the line. They did not react whatsoever.
Tough miss into the net for Ryler DeHart, by the way, who is married to Megan Fudge, who's a member of the Columbus Pickleball Club. And there's a recent article published about how they travel in an RV now with their two kids on the Pro Pickleball Tour.
Pretty cool story.
Have a chance to check it out. I suggest you read it.
Yeah, non-committal on the speed up from Glosman. She went with the one-hander. Ball was rather low, but she went for it. Unsuccessful.
Christian Alshon just catches the top of the tape. Is he trying to do too much now to cover for his partner,
Yes,
Alshon?
I think that's very reasonable.
Into the net for Glosman.
DeHart coming in hot, and it's always a fine line. You must put pressure. That is your job as the male player, so you are going to overextend. And I would say that Alshon probably has just done that very slightly. I don't think it's egregious or sloppy with his court positioning. It's just a couple balls that he was a little too extended on, and that's just part of the deal, Michelle.
Trouble brewing for the Bay Area Breakers. They're not used to being in this position where they're compromised in the sense of making it on to the championship round. So the Chicago Slice, despite having a 5-point lead, still carries some pressure in finishing this match. We've seen teams get to 20. It's not easy to finish off. What do they need to do on the side of Emily Ackerman and Ryler DeHart to close this one?
Keep on keeping on. That's all I have to say about that. I'm liking the decisions. I'm liking the execution. Keep putting pressure at Ryler DeHart, and some really nice mid-court play and drops from Emily Ackerman, playing the supporting role very nicely.
Wide. Bay Area trails by 4. Glasman with the serve. Oh no, Ryler DeHart gets called on the foot fault. He said he's looking to his team to ask if he should challenge it. Why wouldn't you? You get 3 free ones unless you're 100% on.
I think he had someone tell him that he was on.
Take a free timeout, why not? Bay Area's hot, might as well take something.
Yeah, no, I totally understand what you're saying to stop the momentum, but yeah, you're exactly right. Something weird like that, a foot fault call, can actually be more of a momentum shift than a regular point that you win.
Big angle from Ryler DeHart, no foot fault that time.
Yeah, the inside-out angle from Ryler DeHart has been a great play from him 3 or 4 times in this match.
And that's what you have to find to put these pickleballs away. Not an easy task. Emily Ackerman just lifts that one a bit too high. Christian Alshon all over it.
Yeah, she weathered the storm nicely on the first 2, but just too much pressure from Christian.
2-point game. Just back for Ryler DeHart. Bay Area climbs within 1. We have ourselves a game here on Championship Court in this semifinal matchup.
That's right. The paddle just didn't quite grab the ball there. As you could see, he did not have his normal topspin rotation on that previous miss.
Oh, what a find. That is huge. Emily Ackerman finds the backside of a crashing Vivian Glasman.
And Glasman really hasn't done that too much in this match, so for Emily to pick that spot, really nice shot from her.
Match point for Chicago. A desperate lob. Oh, Ryler DeHart, he wanted it. Yes. Top of the tape. Take a breath.
Yeah, it's a good look. I mean, it was a good look.
18-20.
Vivian Glasman back to serve both teams in the freeze. She swings away. Oh, Alshon.
He foot faulted. His back right foot was on the line.
Yeah, that was.
He dragged it. He lost his balance and almost kind of fell over. Oh, tough break after the amazing Burt.
Ooh,
so it was a double foot fault. And I think on the initial landing too. Just couldn't get there, but great attempt.
Credit to Christian Alshon. This man is made for pressure-filled situations.
Yeah, to get all the way over in front of his partner, hit a couple forehands, and then get back to his far left with the backhand speed up. Very nice, Christian Alshon.
They save 2 match points. Bay Area back in it, trailing just by 1.
19-20.
DeHart stays in the point. A great grab by Glosman.
And the ball was going out. Emily Ackerman almost lost her mind because it was going to sail wide. They won the point anyway, though, so all good, no worries.
Oh, boy. Match point number 3 for Chicago. Not yet.
Right on the tape. Oh, my.
Bay Area still alive. Christian Alshon with the serve.
19-20.
Into the net again for Ryler DeHart.
Oh, man, how did Alshon get in there? Nice low drive by Glosman. I didn't think Alshon was going to have a chance to be aggressive with that ball.
20-20.
Proved me wrong.
3 match points saved by the Breakers. Oh, Emily Ackerman, she's clutch.
You cannot hit a better two-handed volley than that. That is all the way over to Christian's far left side, and even he can't come up with it. Great ball, Emily Ackerman.
Question remains, can the Chicago Slice end it? Glosman speeds it up first. Kudos.
Yes, good look because Ryler DeHart stretched out to the right side. He was crashing back to the middle of the court, and Vivian Glosman found the body blow.
20-20.
Emily Ackerman, have yourself a semifinal match. She has been excellent on that two-handed backhand. Check out this angle one more time. Beats Alshon on the backside. The Slice need 2. Into the net for Alshon. That was not what we expected to see in that moment.
I'm not sure if he changed his mind about thinking and speeding that ball up, and then it wasn't there at the last moment.
Match point for the Slice. Wow. Alshon rips it into the net. And so the Chicago Slice, for the first time in their Major League Pickleball careers, heading to the championship round tomorrow night. Wow.
Emily Ackerman, unbelievable play. And I know she had the incredible two-handed backhands as you mentioned before, but I'm more impressed with her dinking and her mid-court play to get her and her partner to the kitchen line. Really nice to see her development as a player. She deserved that one.
Yeah, she was the unsung hero in that matchup, and sometimes being in that support role in mixed doubles, you don't get any of the credit, but that time she was consistent and she was clutch when she needed to finish the point. Credit to Emily Ackerman, Susanna Barr, Connor Garnett, and Ryler DeHart. That was not an easy match to win against the two-time defending champs in the Bay Area Breakers. The weekend isn't done, though, for Bay Area. They'll be back in action on Monday night in the Super Final, so we'll have a rematch of what we just saw. Would not be surprised if that one goes to a Dream Breaker as we check in now with Cameron Blackwood standing by with the Chicago Slice winners.
Thanks, Mish. All smiles down here for the Chicago Slice. Heading into the finals tomorrow, you took out the undefeated Bay Area Breakers. How are you feeling right now with your entire team here?
Ecstatic. I mean, like I said earlier, we knew we could do it. We knew we were one of the best teams here, so we just, once all the pieces were put together, it worked out for us.
You guys are going to see them again on Monday, but do you feel like this was the right lineup, the right play heading in?
Yeah, we played great. They're a great team. It could have gone either way today. I'm just happy I beat my favorite player, Christian Alshon.
Susanna, you are team captain here. Heading into today, knowing you had some big matches ahead, what are you telling your team?
Yeah, I mean, we know our strengths, and we just had to keep moving, grinding, gritty. That was our word for the day.
Connor, you got to say something to your fans out here. The Slice have been here all day long cheering you guys on.
Yeah, thank you, Slice fans. Woo!
Let's go, Slice!
There you have it. They're heading into the championship tomorrow. We'll be right back after this.